Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Mandy and I like to share what's happening in my kitchen. This week, I'm cooking Christmas dinner to feed a family of 5 for only $20. It was delicious, it was a ton of food, and I even got a dessert in there. So stick around, this is All Things Mandy. So here is what I got for around $20. I went a couple cent over, but I am super excited about this ham. I got this huge ham for $7.05. I also got these steamable red baby potatoes. I got a box of elbow macaroni, some Velveeta cheese sauce, and a 8-ounce block of sharp cheddar cheese. I got some frozen green beans, some crescent rolls, 2 pie crust, and some chocolate Jello pudding. I'm going to put all this together and I'm going to make a Christmas dinner for around $20. I'm so excited, so stay tuned. So here I am taking this ham and I'm going to put it in my casserole dish, add a little bit of water, and cover it with foil just to make sure that it does not dry out. It's already fully cooked, but I do need to heat it through, and it's going to take about an hour and 45 minutes. Lots of stores are offering great deals on hams right now. I got this one for 99 cents a pound. So definitely check out your sales papers and ads and coupons and go to your store now and grab up that ham. I think the directions on this ham said to heat it at 325. I have my oven at 350. And so here I have this bag of baby red skinned potatoes. It says to steam it in the bag for 8 minutes. So I'm going to pop the top on this and get it in the microwave for 8 minutes. And then I'm going to turn these steamed baby red potatoes into garlic and parsley smashed potatoes. So this is going to be super yummy. Now I'm going to work on my dessert. I bought these 2 refrigerated pie crusts. That was the best deal I could find at my store. My store was out of a lot of things, but we did find this pie crust. So I'm going to take my pie dish here, and I am actually going to use both of these. You're not going to see this in the video, but I did do the first pie crust. I laid it into the bottom of my buttered pie dish there. And once I got to looking at it, the sides wasn't as deep dish as I wanted it to be. So I actually took the second pie crust and I cut it. I cut it and added it to the sides of my pie dish so that the pie would be more of a deeper dish, because I do want to put that chocolate pudding inside. So my ham's already in the oven. It's at 350. The pie crust called for 425, which I do not have. So I just decided that I would put it in there, and it's going to take a few more minutes, but I need my pie crust cooked so that I can add the pudding to it later. So while my pie crust is cooking, I have this Jello pudding pack here that I got. It was just $1. So I'm going to put that in my bowl here, and I'm going to add 2 cups of milk. I'm just making this according to the package instructions. So I'm just going to take my 2 cups of milk. I'm going to whisk this, and then I'm going to set this pudding mixture in the fridge to stiffen up while my pie crust is baking. Now onto my green beans. I have my saucepan here. I have opened this frozen package of green beans, and I'm just going to cover those with some water. And then I'm just going to add some seasonings. Now, if I had some saved bacon, grease, fat, I would add that for sure, or even bacon, but I don't. So I'm just going to add in some garlic powder. I'm going to add in some onion powder, and then I'm going to add in some fat. And today, my fat that I have is going to be some vegetable oil. And then I'm going to put this onto the stove, and I'm going to let this come to a boil, lower the temperature down so that it can simmer. And then once the liquid is cooked out, my green beans are finished. So now I'm going to start prepping my baked macaroni and cheese. I have this box of elbow macaroni that I'm going to be boiling in some water. I have half a stick of butter that I'm going to melt, and I've got those red potatoes that I steamed coming out of the microwave, and I'm going to work on those as well. So now that I have my butter melted, I've added in some garlic cloves that I had left over, and I am chopping those garlic cloves here, as you can see. I'm just going to place that into my melted butter because I want that garlic flavor to infuse throughout the melted butter. I'm also going to be adding some dried parsley flakes into this melted garlic butter mixture, and this is going to help me make my super yummy smashed potatoes. I've already had that bag of steamable potatoes in the microwave. They are steamed, and so now I'm going to put them on this cookie sheet, and I'm going to be taking a coffee mug and literally smashing them. So you're going to see me here take a coffee cup, and I'm going to be smashing each potato, and then I'm going to be taking a cooking brush, and I'm going to be spreading that garlic parsley melted butter all on my beautiful red smashed potatoes, and I'm going to be placing those back in the oven just to get some crispy bits and to let that gorgeous garlic buttery flavor infuse throughout the potato. So now I am ready to make my baked macaroni. I have cooked my elbow macaroni noodles, the whole pound, in a pot of salted boiling water. So I'm now putting that into my casserole dish. I'm also going to be adding in different cheeses. I took that 8-ounce block of sharp cheddar cheese and I have grated that up onto my cutting board here. I also have a package of Velveeta cheese sauce. Now this, I bought the 3-pack, which was at my local grocery store, and it was like $3.20 some cent. You can get 1 pack of this Velveeta cheese sauce at the Dollar Tree for $1. So that is what I calculated into my $20 total. So if you want to not have to buy the 3-pack at a local grocery store, head over to your Dollar General. They have 1 pack of dollar of it's $1. It's 1 pack of the Velveeta cheese sauce. So I'm just putting 1 pack of that Velveeta cheese sauce and a handful of my shredded cheddar cheese into my elbow macaroni noodles. And I left a little bit, not much, a little bit of the starchy water that the noodles cooked in that dish, just so that I could have something for the cheese to kind of melt into. I want it to be very creamy. Some people add eggs. Add an egg into their baked macaroni and cheese to give it a more firm texture. I didn't do that. I just stirred in a little bit of my shredded cheddar cheese and 1 package of that Velveeta creamy cheese. I also added salt and pepper, and so I just stirred this together to combine. Now that I have my macaroni and cheese mixture all mixed up, I am just covering the top of that mac and cheese with my shredded extra sharp cheddar cheese, and I'm going to pop this in the oven, and this is going to be my baked mac and cheese. Now my pie crust is out, it has cooled, and my pudding has set up. So I'm just taking that chocolate pudding that I had made, and I'm just putting that inside my pie crust, and this is dessert. It was super cheap, super yummy, and it was delicious, easy, cheap. I don't know. I just think it was a really good dessert that you could do on a budget, and it felt Christmassy. If you had a candy cane, you could crush that up and put some peppermint little crummies on top. I had some whipped cream, so that's how we served our chocolate pie. And this is our Christmas dinner plate once everything was out of the oven. This was delicious. It was a ton of food. The ham, the mac and cheese, the roasted smashed garlic potatoes, and those green beans were delicious. We served it with a crescent roll on the side, and that chocolate pie was yummy. We didn't have any candy canes to crush, but we did have a little bit of whipped cream. So we topped our chocolate pie with whipped cream, and this made an enjoyable Christmas dinner feast for only $20. I want to thank you for watching, and I want to thank you for coming to my channel. I want to wish all of my friends a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.